Hello everyone, my name is Adam Ballard. I am about to present to you my inspiration speech. Right here is my ID. My participants for this evening is my wife, Samantha, my youngest boy, Xander, my oldest boy, Grayson, and I got my littlest one right here, Zoe. All right. So for my inspiration this evening, I'm choosing my grandmother. Ever since I could remember, my grandmother has always been there for me. As I was growing up, my grandmother had a cat and a dog. The cat's name was Cat and the dog's name was Keisha. They too were a part of me as I was growing up. The one story that I can vividly remember was the Keisha would go out in the yard and she would dig up these moles, while my cat, she would go out and she would catch the moles as Keisha was digging them out. But as far as my grandmother, she was always there for me. My parents, they worked these crazy schedules. My mom worked 12-hour shifts off and on every other week. It was confusing to a lot of people, but to me, it was my normal life. So I understood it. But each day my grandmother would pick me up after school. She would pick me up from my parents' house. And every day that she picked me up, she had a ham and cheese sandwich wrapped up in aluminum foil for me, because she always knew that I was going to be hungry when I got off that bus. And boy, was she right. I was always hungry. She would also watch my cousin. Her name was Casey. She was, I think she was about 2 years younger than me, but she was always about 6 inches taller than me. But we would continuously get in fights just because we were still relatively close in age. And each time that we got in a fight, my grandmother she'd sit us down on the couch and we'd have to hold hands until we apologized. And we sat on that couch a lot. But my grandmother, she was always there for me, and she was always there for everybody in the family. She was like the glue that held the family together. Anytime any of us would walk in that door, the first thing she would ask us is, "Are you hungry? Would you like for me to make you a sandwich? Would you like something to eat?" It didn't matter what time it was. It could be 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 6 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock at night. She was ready to cook somebody supper. Then every year she would always host the holiday events, whether it was Christmas, Thanksgiving, the 4th of July, or even like Labor Day. She was ready to cook. She was always to make sure that we came in hungry and we left full. To this day, my grandmother, she's still my biggest inspiration. And I hope that one day that I could be half the person that she is. She's just such a wonderful person. My grandmother, she's always there for me. She had her warm hugs, comforting words, and she always had these nice home-cooked meals. She poured love to each and every one of our lives. My grandmother also had this green thumb. She loved to plant, she loved to garden. It didn't matter what time of the year it was, she always had a flower. It didn't matter if it was springtime or Christmas time. There was always some kind of flower that she was planting, and I loved going over there and helping her plant. We were always in the garden together. She taught me how to dig the holes just right, how to make sure that they were going to come up and be nice and vibrant. I don't know what it was, because now when I go home and I try to do it at home, it doesn't work. So she always took care of everybody. It wasn't just me. If I had to guess, she'd probably be the biggest inspiration to 9 out of 10 of our family members. It didn't matter who it was. She always knew whose birthday was coming around. She always had a cake ready for each and every one of us. It didn't matter if there was 3 birthdays in the same week. She would always ensure to have a cake for us. and she was just truly an inspiration to me. And I look forward to the next several years of her lives, because every single day I know that she will continue to be an inspiration to me. She's really, truly a great person. All right, and that wraps it up. Just wanted to go back around. There's my wife. There's my little one. He's here, but not here. There's Grayson. Yeah, there's little Zoe. All right, thank you so much.